Hi everyone and welcome to HustleSZN. Today I'm super excited because I have a special guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Andrew and I'm from the Sublimation game.
Okay, yeah, you should definitely subscribe, check out their channel. And without further ado, today we're doing a very creative idea that Andrew came up with based off of a video you saw in London, or based in London.
Yeah, I can't actually remember the YouTuber's name, but I'll be sure to link their channel down below. She's great.
And so if you haven't heard, there's these things called little free libraries where people, I think, build their own libraries in front of their house. It looks like a birdhouse, but instead you put books in it. And then everyone's welcome to either take or give books, or you can exchange books, which is what we're hoping to do today. There are at least 20 within Kingston proper, and we have 2 bonus ones that we might also hit up. And so our goal today is to visit all of them. So obviously we didn't want to go empty-handed because we're hoping to be greedy bitches and take some. So we've also brought some books that we thought we could give if needed. So we're just quickly going to go through those. Want to do yours first?
Sure. So I actually moved recently, and when I moved, I got rid of, or rather sort of donated, a bunch of books that I had read before, or that I wasn't as, thank you so much, that I didn't like. And so I didn't actually have many left that I thought I could donate, so I picked 2. And I actually liked both of these books, but the first one is called Blessed Body, and it's by Unoma Atsua. Well, it's a book about the experience of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people in Nigeria, about the Nigerian experience with queerness. And it was really good, it was really interesting. I picked it up a couple years ago, and I do recommend it, so hopefully someone from one of the libraries takes it. And the second book that I will maybe donate is called Ragged Company by Richard Wagamese, and it's really good. I really liked it. Mr. Wagamese is an Ojibwe author from northwestern Ontario, and essentially this book is about a bunch of underhoused people, the Ragged Company, and they take refuge in this old cinema, and it's sort of about like friendship and community and cinema, and anyway, really good, really interesting. Recommend it.
This looks really cool. So my books, unfortunately, most of them I haven't read because I'm not as cool as you. But I have Trader's Blade, which was a series that was kind of, I guess, Musketeer-ish. And I don't know why I lost interest, but I just feel like they're not going to be very good. So, and I've heard weird things about them. I have Ace of Shades, which honestly I got this in a Owl Crate box. I never wanted to read it. I kept it for a bit just to see if I would, and nothing changed, so there's that. I have Shadow and Bone, which I bought because I loved Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows so much, and I've always thought Leigh Bardugo is like one of my top tier authors, and yet somehow I literally haven't liked or really read much else other than Six of Crows. So I bought this in hopes that I'd read it, and then I saw the show and I just don't want to read it, so there we go. Although I did like Ninth House, so I still think I really like Leigh Bardugo, I just don't want to read this. I got Night of Cake and Puppets, which I may or may not give away. I bought this book randomly. It's based off of, or like it's a spin-off from Daughter of Smoke and Bones, which I haven't read either. I just really liked how beautiful the book was, so I bought it. To be honest, that's it. The story was like, okay. So I may or may not get rid of that. I have All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater, which again, I think it was just like my early days where I really liked one series, and so I thought I would like everything else by the author, but I've come to learn that that is not true, so. And then book 2 of Maggie Stiefvater. This was actually my favorite in the series because I really like Ronan. I just don't have the rest of the series, and I don't know why I've kept book 2. So
That's fair.
Yeah, and then I have the first 3 books in the Seven Realms trilogy, and while they do like kind of, I guess, hold a special place because it was the first buddy read I've done with somebody on YouTube, overall I just didn't end up loving like the series. I'm also missing the 4th book, and I don't think I would ever reread them because I didn't love it in the end, you know?
You can certainly tell who of us is the more voracious reader.
Because they just spend more money.
No, you have so many more books. Yay, I'm really excited.
I know, this is so cool. I've never done a collab before, so.
And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit up one of our favorite cafes to get a breakfast sandwich and a coffee to fuel us for this adventure. And
Exciting! Okay, so we have arrived. You can come out. We've arrived at our first stop. This is incredibly awkward. We are straight in the suburbs of Kingston. I've never been here before. Anyways, this is number 1. We found one book that we recognize. Andrew really likes mystery, so we're wondering if this book by Ruth Ware, The Death of Mrs. Westaway, is any good.
I just don't know if leaving one of my books in the middle of suburb Kingston, it'll get the recognition of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's really hard because we're literally on the first one.
Yeah.
So it's hard to pick.
Okay, so we just stopped at the first place. And maybe we got something, maybe we didn't. Who knows? But it's very fun. We didn't get kicked out of the neighborhood, so that's good. Just a Persian gal and a gay.
Yeah.
Just hanging out in a suburb on a Saturday afternoon.
No one even came to bother us. I was a little worried they'd be like, you know.
Right? Look how threatening we look. Yes.
Free library number 2.
This really cute neighborhood in the west of Kingston.
Yeah. As Andrew was saying, we're kind of trapped in this cul-de-sac.
Look how cute it is.
They have the last magician.
They have hand sanitizer.
I might swap one.
Look how pretty it is. I like the wood detailing around it. It's so cute. And a little pirogue. And it's like really beautiful garden. These painted stones. It's really cute. Sally went to get a book.
So we are at free library number 3. Andrew, you want to give us a description?
It is green.
Oh my god, it has.
Oh, that's people.
Does it say mom and daddy?
Yeah, Mom and Danny.
This is little library number 4. Oh, space. I don't know why I thought that said Spadina. I was like, ooh. Love the paintings. I love the little concept at the bottom.
Some romance.
I just wanted to say if I was a child, I would definitely get this book.
So Sally, what do you think?
I was gonna say this was my first bust, but it wasn't even because it was actually really good.
Yeah, there are a lot of great books. They just weren't for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just couldn't see it from the street. Interesting.
Why is it facing the horses?
These are all kids' books for the most part, which is kind of cute.
She's a good author. Andrew.
Oh god, yeah, story arc. All the raw tales about bodily functions, smashing junk cars and setting oneself on fire they might expect from a veteran skateboarder. Love it.
Oh, and they have 3
bookmarks. That's cute. Oh, they got the Kite Runner, they got some Ken Follett. Room by Emma Donoghue, which is, I was watching Brie Larson's YouTube channel last night. So, Park.
Anne Rice. Wow, Jurassic Park's based on a book?
Yeah, by Michael Crichton. He was a doctor actually too. They were like the Andromeda Strain, Jurassic Park. God, they have like their own little Facebook page. We love the case. It's pretty cute.
1. Okay, we have a little bit of Percy Jackson, soon to be a movie, so everybody should get on that. Oh my god, I know so many people who love this series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like an entire series about cats.
Oh my god, I used to love this place.
Oh really? I've never heard of them. Tales from a Not So Smart... No, Miss Know-It-All. That does sound like you.
Wow. A novel of ecstatic terror.
Oh, wow.
I love that version of the Jungle Book. I had such a crush on this guy right here. Almighty Voice and his wife. Who is that on the cover?
Cover photo of Michael...
Michael Grey Eyes. So Michael Grey Eyes was my professor at York University.
Shut up, seriously?
He was my 4th year professor. Yeah, he's a really famous Canadian actor. He's
Do you recognize him there?
Yeah.
This is our first little library that doesn't exist, but I guess they're trying to repair it. And so we've officially, how many have we seen now? 6 or 7?
6 or 7.
6 or 7. 7. So we're on our way. We have 20 to 22 to do. So we're almost halfway. I'm not feeling burnt out. Are you feeling burnt out?
No.
No, I'm still having a lot of fun. The last house where I showed you that they were under construction, as soon as I turned the camera off, their son came out and was like, "What are you doing here?" I probably am building this up in my head because I was freaking out a little. So I just ran and I said something about, "We're filming a video. I was just looking for the library." And then he left and got his mom. And then the mom came out and she was very sweet and told us that the cement bottom was broken. And then she walked away.
Yeah, it's like, we're refurbishing it. Hopefully in a week or so, the library will be back.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, that's so great.
Cool, so it does exist. Not that we've been giving the addresses in this video, so it's not like you'd know which ones we're visiting, but...
We'll share, maybe at the beginning of the video, we'll share the map that we are using.
It's free online, but we'll show you our little screenshot.
Yeah, but not where we live. We could live anywhere.
Kingston's big enough that there's lots of Persians and lots of gays, right?
Exactly, 100%. There's at least 5 to 8 of us.
Okay, bye.
See you next one.
Okay, no progress, but we've gotten some snacks, some Whoppers. I've never tried Whoppers instead of Maltesers, but I thought the packaging was cuter. Cherry flavored pull and peel.
Oh my god, this one's so pretty.
Oh, I really like the artwork. Not Harry Potter.
I do believe something magical can happen when you read a good book. Cute.
And Peter Rabbit or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Qualified or something.
Cute.
I see Robin Hood. I definitely need to see which one that is. I'm still eating. Oh! It's not book 1, unfortunately. I think it's like book 3. Just did. We found book 1.
Oh yeah.
Book 3 is available here. Okay, so I've decided that I will take the second of Robin Hood's The Farseer trilogy, and in return, I will give them the second treat. At this point, we've lost count, but I think we're somewhere near number 10, 9 or 10. Oh my god, it's Winnie the Pooh themed.
It's Aya's library.
Who's Aya? That's awesome. Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger and Piglet, Winnie the Pooh. What do you think that massive book is?
I think it's going to be Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus.
I'm guessing Infinite Jest. Nope. What the?
Trudeau and other times.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Oh no, there's so many.
So I'm definitely going to grab this one. It's supposed to be really, really good. It's Canadian, actually. Septimus Heap. I ended up taking the troop. There we go. Tried to leave it a bit better than we found it. I'm just kidding. How do you call it? Series. Game of Thrones.
Song of Something Ice.
Holy crap.
Shoujo.
We've got another one on this tree, which is really cute. Oh, Lynn and Frank.
Oh god.
What do they got? A history of philosophy? What's this? Will Grayson. So I felt bad that their pickings were kind of slim, so we're just going to leave some without taking. Oh, Shadow and Bone's a good one. We had a Whopper accident.
Did you film that?
Yeah. So they have a little stone path to get to it.
Oh, that is cute. I'll walk on it. Shall we?
Yes. I like ones that open from the side.
Oh, I don't know that I can read this.
I don't think I could.
Okay. Naturopathic medicine.
By Mira Bartok.
My mom 100% did this. Jagger is yummy.
Jagger is yummy.
Okay, so we've taken a bit of a detour. We've also met a coworker. That's okay.
Like, who do we mean? Like, who would be our boss?
Yep, a boss. Anyways, we're here out in like camping areas. This is where you go hiking in Kingston, and we found this small, out of the way free library. Open your heart and something, baby. Oh my god. Tell me about the secret history.
Call me by your name. I actually lost my clock. They're weird? Suspicious.
Okay, so these last few have kind of not been stellar for selection, although they're still very cute. But we have maybe 5 to go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, we have 7 more to go. And how long have we been doing this for?
Maybe 2 hours.
2 hours. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
I think I see 50 Shades of Grey.
What's this?
How is that a Western romance between children?
Rodeo cowboy Grayson Cox. When he slowly finds himself in his garden to his twin godsons.
Oh. It's a weird choice of cover though, for a romance, yeah.
No.
Oh, I guess Nora Roberts should go with the other romances.
Yeah. So we're going to the last one. It's gonna be great. It's out by the water. Today's been great. Except Sally needs to pee so bad. She's gonna die. We had to include this, okay? I got a pizza to be honest. Here's the problem. We got iced coffee. Sally got a hot coffee despite it being 27 degrees Celsius, which is an insane thing to do, in my opinion. And we got water. Wow, this asshole just turned out when the light was green. What a piece of shit. Sorry, we're gonna edit this out. And then we got water. We got fizzy water. We got snacks. We got drinks. So the pee is real, but we've only got one more library to go to.
We're back. Do you want to start with like thoughts?
It was fun. It was really, really tiring to be honest. Honestly, driving around in the car and listening to music and having snacks and stuff, that was all fine. It was the getting in and out of the car that actually made me really tired. Which I think is kind of sad and tells you about my life and how I live it. But no, it was really, really fun.
Yeah, I think the fact that we did like over 20 in one day was tiring. Like if we had done even just 5, it would have been palatable and really enjoyable. But no, I really liked it. I had a lot of fun. I don't think I would necessarily recommend driving a car to go to these places, but like looking what's in your neighborhood and like going for a cute walk and stopping by could be a lot of fun.
You don't know what you're gonna get, obviously, and the fun is like sort of in that. But you know, some of these had like 5 books in them, and it was like a romance and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I also thought it was kind of cool that like you could tell you were in different neighborhoods based on the book selections. Like when we were in the affluent neighborhoods, they had more books, and
maybe
then
like
also
political biographies or like literary fiction or something, and then in some of the different suburbs, it'd be like a whole section dedicated to children's books. I will also say, I don't know why I wasn't expecting this, but we often had to like navigate interacting with the people who lived in the houses who owned or like were in charge of maintaining the little free libraries, which is fine. But it's just like, I don't know, if you're not just like a casual person walking by, it's kind of weird when someone like drives up to your house, gets out of a car and just like walks onto your lawn and starts like rifling through.
Yeah, I did sometimes feel like we were in someone's personal space or like invading onto their home. Especially after I was fucking chased off to somebody's lawn.
Especially when Saya literally was almost in a fight with a teenage boy.
Yeah. Anyways, with that, you want to show what you got? Okay, I can start.
Sure.
More. So I got 2. I got the second book in the Farseer trilogy, which I am just really excited to read. I like books about assassins. I've heard a lot about Robin Hobb. And one day, someday, I'll be an adult fantasy reader, and so this is one book on that path. Although I'll have to read the first one before I can read this one, but you know, it's an investment for my future. And then I got The Last Magician, which is a book that I'm like kind of iffy about in terms of, like, I would never pay to buy this book, but a lot of people seem to like it. I feel like I would not hate it, but it definitely wouldn't be the first thing on my TBR. But since it was free, I took it, you know?
The first book that I got is by Ruth Ware, called The Death of Mrs. Westaway. And I've read The Woman Cabin's Head by Ruth Ware. I've read The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I really like both of them. I mean, I think I probably give them like 3 stars or something like that. I always feel sometimes that some of these like paranormal mystery thrillers fall apart a bit at the end, but I feel like this will be a really fun read that I'm going to sort of hold on to until autumn. The next book that also wasn't on my TBR is Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh. I read this book when I was a teenager and I really liked it because it's sort of the first book that I read that even alluded to homosexuality, but you were kind of allowed to read it because it was considered a classic. And I remember, you know, thinking that Sebastian Flyte was such an interesting character. And actually, Sebastian Flyte's teddy bear in this book is named Aloysius. And that is what I have named almost all of my external hard drives since I was like 17 years old. Which is not the gayest thing about me, thank you. Which is not the gayest thing about me, but it's not the gayest thing about me, so. The next 2 books actually are on my TBR, which is very exciting. I got The Troop by Nick Cutter, and this is a Canadian book. It's a horror book, and it's about a scoutmaster who takes a group of boys camping in the Canadian wilderness, and then horror abounds. I don't know actually what the big bad is in this, if it's a person or like an unnamed force or something like that, but I've heard really good things. My friend Peter Counter is a writer, and he wrote an excellent book about, it's a collection of essays, I suppose, about his experience living with PTSD and horror, and I'll link the book down below, or maybe sign if you can, because it's really good. Support Peter. But he really likes this book and has recommended it to me, so I'm very excited to read this. And then the last book that I got is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. Yeah.
This, I think, was our best find.
I think so too. I know our friend Zoe, who has been featured on Salia's channel before, read it earlier this year and really, really liked it, and I had been meaning to, but...
It's technically also Zoe's channel.
Oh my god. Zoe, co-owner of this channel.
Okay, cool. With that, these are all the books we got. If you are bored at home, consider checking out your local little free libraries, or doing something else to get out of the house.
It's a cool way to meet people in your community and to get a better sense of your community. So,
bye.
Okay, bye.
Do you want to do it for me?
1, 2, 3, 2, 1. I'm just kidding. No, you should do it. Which is pretty but I'm just kidding. Which...
People still own hard drives. Yeah.
I do. It's trying to keep all of my movies and performances of different ballets that I've downloaded.
Hello, we are just casually basting in the heat and eating our sandwiches. And oh wait, let me, how do I flip it so I can see you? I don't know how to do that, sorry.